Are Google numbers lying to you? What's going on? David Feldman-Makrias here with you again. And hey, I love Google. I make a lot of my money from Google. I've made a lot of my money from Google. However, we need to make sure that we take everything with a grain of salt. A lot of what we like to do, I've noticed, especially clients, is when we're able to track it and verify it and place it, we become reliant upon that and it makes us feel more secure. But not all tracking, not all numbers, and not everything is created equal, even inside the Google ecosystem. And I want to showcase this as an example so that we know as advertisers, as clients, as business owners, hey, we need to take everything with a grain of salt. So let me bring you up to speed with some funky metrics. And you guys might have seen a fellow member of my team. His name is Seth. He's been on this channel before. He'll continue to be on it in the future. And this started with a conversation and an update from Seth. So I'm going to read some of this, and then I'm going to go over to the examples and showcase what exactly we're talking about. So, Seth, after making the budget shift to the Equinox VLA, I've been monitoring it and I've noticed something strange. It is spending out its new budget, but the search impression share seems unchanged or even lower. Red line and second image. What's more, it's not showing any data for me into the auction insights tab under the shopping toggle. Figured I'd share and see if you have any thoughts on it. So what he's talking about here is here's the Equinox VLA for a time frame for one of our clients, and this Equinox VLA October 1st through 21st reported. Look, the red line here, the blue line's clicks, but the red line here is search impression share, and this is the 21st, but it stopped recording on the 15th. Search impression share doesn't go away. Usually, maybe if there's a problem, it'll flatline, but it just stopped recording. And this is 6 days after, right? So that's what he noticed. And search impression share, especially for vehicle listing ad campaigns, is something that, allows us to see our market penetration, and in a more competitive zone or competitive time for specific dealers, especially in Chicagoland Metro, with more and more competition, we have to be aware what the competition's doing and how we look against the competition. Make sure we're showing up the same. So this is an important metric and an important model. So I go, the most reliable IS of VLA campaigns is not the dashboard nor the shopping toggle from Auction Insights, but just the normal insights on the campaign level. At least that's what I'm going for. Thanks for letting me know. So what I say here is, hey, this is recent. It came out recently. There's another way to view it. Check that out because it's been more reliable. Now, what he begins to show me is this is the Insights tab, the one I said, hey, use this one, it's more accurate. But in here, you usually see, as we keep scrolling down, you usually see a card, a Google card, which basically shows data about auction insights and about competition. As you can see in these two screenshots here, there wasn't any. So it's like, wow, impression share is gone. Interesting. So that debunks what I said. So Seth goes, I'm not seeing the auction insights in there anymore, and it looks like search impression share metrics stopped being recorded after October 15th. That goes for all accounts. Interesting. Kind of eerie. Auction insights are still sometimes available in the regular insights tab. That's the one I mentioned. So, and then after that, a couple of days later, he goes in. Now search impression share has data up until the 17th. It wouldn't even make sense with the data lag as we jumped up 2 days since yesterday. Very funky. So basically, we're just seeing all this misreporting in Google, especially for impression share. Now you'll have to take my word that this is the same campaign, or it's the same campaign nomenclature. You'll have to take my word it's the same account, but now you can see the last 7 days. We see impression share. So now I was originally looking at last 7 days, but I switched it to last 28. Same campaign. And it's very interesting. Now look at this. This is us. And the blue line is us. But notice from looks like September 29th to October 17th, there's this big line across everybody. There was no tracking during this period. So, unless you're really nitty gritty looking at the important things, there was a good 2.5 week period where this campaign was not tracking one of our key KPIs. Key KPIs. One of our KPIs, key performance indicators. It was not tracking. And we thought it was until we dove deeper. Then we realized, oh, wait a minute, it's not. So, what can we really count on? Well, nothing. That's not necessarily true, but it goes to show that you need to look at multiple platforms. I still am under the belief, and there's a lot of other companies that would try and prove me wrong, but show me. I'd like to know. There's not one single platform that's going to aggregate all this data. There's so many marketing companies that want to just aggregate all the Google Ads data, Meta Ads data into one reporting software, but that puts another link in the chain. Even when Google Ads itself, inside of Google, isn't reporting right. You got to watch, right? Is this devastating to the business? No, but there is a 2-week period that one of this business's top models, we don't have market penetration numbers for, and that was considered a key performance indicator. So we can't really adjust the way we need to. And is this any fault of ours? I don't think so. We didn't make big changes to the campaigns. I'm going to look at other types of campaigns, but I mean, this was checked. There are gaps on the reliability of certain metrics. So is Google lying to us? We have to check to find out. That's the answer. Maybe yes, maybe no. But you have to look to other platforms like the back of your website, see your CMS reporting, and Google Analytics to kind of give us a telltale story. Is one showing something different than the other? Not everything measures apples to apples, but you should see general trends. Look in your lead report too, in your CRM. Did that go down? Did that stay up? So on and so forth. And it would be a dream to aggregate all those reporting into one platform, meaning like a dashboard. And they have those, but I just haven't seen a good example of one. Because a lot of the big companies, when they make dashboards, they try and make it where you can control Google Ads in their proprietary dashboard. I never see any good luck with those at all. Comment me, send me a DM, find me on LinkedIn. I don't care. If you think I'm wrong, tell me. But still, I don't think aggregation dashboards and aggregation control modules for marketing interfaces like Google Ads or Meta Ads work. You only get the best control inside Google for Google Ads. You only get the best control of your campaigns inside Meta for Meta Ads. Prove me wrong. I would like to see aggregate dashboard reports where we can pull in a CRM on one slide and then analytics on one slide, another slide in Google Ads and then another slide, and maybe they're all on the same slide so we could see and how often they're pulled in. That would be cool rather than having all these screens open. I've tried to work with different companies to do that, but they never really worked out. But that was a year ago or so, and it might be something to look into. Nevertheless, how do you know if Google's lying? You need to have some common sense. Like, did we have no impression share in these 16 days? No, we did. And you need to go back to old school things too. Check your ads once in a while, make sure they show up. Make sure they're showing the right thing. Make sure that analytics is showing you get data in the right spots. Make sure you're getting leads from the places you are supposed to get leads from. And make sure your trends are right. And that's why we look at everything. And I usually start with, and I've gone over this in previous videos, but I usually start with looking at a lead and sales report through the CRM for car dealers. If it's e-commerce companies, I go into the back end of the CMS and pull but sales and revenue numbers. So I start with that, and then we're going to go into analytics to see in the same time frame, and then we're going to go into the marketing platform where the majority of spend is, or the campaigns in focus, which in this case is Google Ads. And looking at those three, you should be able to debunk anything that one is not telling you. It's almost like diversifying your analytics, diversifying your data. So that's how to know if Google's lying to you, because Google does, even when they don't intend to. You got to be smart enough to know the difference. You got to be smart enough to, go back to the basics. find your ads, look at your ads, use ad preview, but also use things like GS Location Changer as a Chrome extension to try and find your ads. And you do a couple of those things, you'll get some reliable information. That's it, guys. David Feldman-Makrias. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.